Today I'm going over the best possible rank tips to help you guys win every fight, and most importantly, rank up fast. And not only that, I'm going to show you a secret way to get a spaz every game. So if you guys do enjoy, make sure you guys are subscribed. But with that, let's get into the first fight. So first up, let's talk about the safest way to win fights this season. Now obviously wide edits are not good this season because the pullout time of shotguns is insane. So you need to be really smart with the edits and peaks you make. So like here for example, I'm going to steal this guy's cone and then I'm going to get a shot. Obviously I place a wall in front of me, but very important, I'm going to hit a edit reset. This means that I can't take any damage while doing damage. And this is very important because this season you don't get a lot of meds. Obviously for some reason there's no meds in chess. I know we all know about it, but that means you need to get really resourceful in the meds that you have. So like here I'm going to make sure I don't take any damage by editing the wall, and then I'm going to reset it. Notice how I edit it and then give him a chance to shoot me, but I reset it. This means that he now shoots the wall, and then I can land and then take a second shot and then finish off that fight without taking any damage. This means that my next fights will be a lot easier for me. So now let's talk about switching defense to offense. As you can see right here, there's a third party coming in. I pick up a kill. This guy hits me with a car, sends me up in the air, and now I am on high ground thanks for free height. Notice how I start to build brick around me and switch to my hard mats. This means that when he goes up to my wall, he has to take 3 swings and a shotgun shot instead of the 2 swings it would take to take a wood wall. Now right here, I back up and I set myself up a peanut butter. Also, I notice this guy has a tack. With a tack shotgun and a pump shotgun, pump has range advantage and a tack has close-up advantage. So I give myself a box away distance. That means that even if he really hit me here, he wouldn't do any damage. So I keep that distance, right? And I steal this wall again. Notice how I'm staying from a protective peak, but I don't run in here. This would get rid of my advantage. So I stay back at distance and then I make a wide edit from a box away. This keeps me on offense while also staying protected. I can then get the first shot in, crack him, and he is now nervous and he backs up. He gets caught on a ramp, and then I can pick up a kill without taking any significant damage at all. So now I'm going to show you one of the best ramp phase tricks you can use. Now normally you could just throw a ramp in this person's box, right? But instead what you're going to do is you're going to look in this direction instead of forward. This is going to throw the ramp to the right, and what it's going to do is it's going to force the other opponent to edit right here. His only option to edit is a window or a full wide edit, and it's going to force them to come out of their box. But you're also going to do something a little bit extra so that you always force this first shot. Notice what I do right after I get the ramp in the box. I go up to the wall and I swap to my pickaxe and I instantly swap back to my shotgun. This makes the person think he now has a little bit of a chance of winning, but since you do that, now you cut off that angle and you cut off that chance for them to shoot. And then obviously you can take the shot before them, see how my pullout time was faster than his, and then I can take that final shot and then pick up the free elimination. Now in most of these fights you'll notice that I had a spaz or a high rarity shotgun. Now how do you get a guaranteed high rarity shotgun? First, the option is you could land at a POI obviously and try and get it out of a chest, but the problem is if you land at a POI that's in the middle of the map or heavily populated, you have to split the loot with everyone, and that means that you just have a less chance of getting a spaz off spawn. And other than getting floor loot, the only other way to guarantee getting a spaz is with the upgrade benches. Now these upgrade benches are very simple. You use mats to upgrade your shotgun. Each rarity equals more mats. So at these POIs, there's obviously a bunch of these, but there's also little spots around the map, like just outside of Holly Hedges, that actually has a upgrade bench as well. Now this upgrade bench is really good because you have all this metal you can refarm, and obviously wood and brick, but metal is really hard to come by, so you can get all your metal here, keep upgrading your gun, and then eventually take the car and then leave and go to zone and then fight. So now I'm going to talk about fighting on low HP. Fighting on low HP is very important this season because you're not going to have a lot of meds to work with. In this fight here, I get beamed through a window. This guy's going to key me with a grappler. Now I don't have a lot of time here, so I need to try and get a little bit of meds off. I get 2 minis off, and I'm going to place a wall in between me and him. And I also have a med kit in my inventory, so I'm going to try and get some of that off too. When I place this wall in front of me, I swing to the left so that he can't keep pressuring me, and then he swings to the right. So I counter that by swinging to the right again. Notice how he sprays this wall, but I'm not there anymore, and that allows me to have a little bit more time. That just lets me get a little bit of the more med kit off, and I can get a little more health off. Then he tries to push me into this little area right here. Now I get this wall in between me and him. What he's going to try to do is pickaxe swing in. On the second swing, I pre-fire him and crack him. Once I've cracked him, he's now weak. Now I flip up this cone to counter his peanut butter because he's probably going to edit and shoot on me, but now he can't shoot at me. Now, very important here, I could reset the ramp, or the cone, sorry, and then shoot him back. But that would obviously put me in a bad situation. So instead, I take my time and I swing to the left, and now he can't see me anymore. This allows me to see that I still have boogie bombs in my inventory. I can then throw one right over the wall before he can come back and shoot me. And then once I got that boogie bomb off, obviously now he's stuck in the corner, and now I can run over, and now I've just won that fight without taking any damage after getting beamed. So next, let's talk about the grappler. Now, if you are fighting someone with a grappler, you both have a grappler, and you crack someone or they crack you, you have to do counter damage after you get cracked. If you don't, the person will just continue to chase you. You won't have a chance to heal. In this example, we're going to drag out this fight for a long time. As you can see, since I have a grappler, this guy will never have time to heal. See how I use the grappler, close the distance again, use the grappler again to close the distance. He'll never have time to med unless he does counter damage back. Since he doesn't do any damage back, I can just keep chasing him. And then eventually when he runs in here to all this loot, even though he may be in a safe spot, we have the grappler again that closes all that distance, and I can just take a shot and then finish out that fight. So if you're in a box fight, build fight, anything, and you take damage, get cracked, you need to do counter damage so that they can't keep chasing you. Another thing, after winning a fight on low HP in a moving zone, you need to focus on your rotate before you med up. Notice how low I am right now. I basically have no health to my name, and if I stay at the back of zone, pop my minis, I'm gonna die. So instead, I focus on my rotate, and I need to get myself in zone. Right here, okay, maybe I could pause and med up. No, not the right time. Right here, again, I could pause, but then I'd still be at the back of zone, and zone would be right on me again. So I need to make sure that I get in deep enough so that when I start to med up, I have a little bit of time to figure out what I need to do next. See how I can get the second mini off, and now I have like a second or two to decide what I can do instead of being caught in the back of zone again and dying. Then I can grapple to the front of zone. I've used my last grapple, and now I can box myself right on the edge of zone. Notice how I'm full tarping though. My health, I don't have any HP. If I just normally build a wall or so and try and build my way in or just swim my way in, one of the players will look at me and I will get beamed, and I don't have any meds to work with, so I need to be super smart. So I box myself in zone. I use all of my mats, burn everything I have. I've been saving all my metal for this moment. Now, the most important part about these last two players that I'm fighting, I need to force these other two to fight. So I'm going to try to cause as little problems as possible. As you can see in the replay, I'm fishing because how low I am. I need something to work with. I do get a little bit of some fish so I can eat it and have a little bit of health. Just thinking about these little things in the end game, finding a fruit box to give me a little bit of a health boost. That gives me a little bit of extra HP to work with, and now I can get to zone. Notice how I'm tarping on the edge of the zone and I'm staying to the side. If I stay to the side, that means I can always turn and look up at the other people in front of me, and I don't have a blind spot. This guy will always have a blind spot because he's building down the center of zone. Like this guy, he's doing a good job if he was on the other side of zone because he's obviously with me, so that's a no-no. But if you're in the middle, you can't see anything. If you're on the sides, you can see stuff. That means that he has a blind spot, he gets grappled on, and he gets cracked, and now both these players are now on high ground. And now I've caused little attention, and I'm on low ground all by myself. And obviously these two people are up high. I can chop one out. He tries to grapple down. There's obviously a delay before he can do anything, so I can get that final shot off, pick up a kill, and now obviously it's just the player above me. I simply spray out his ramp, and he is now fallen, and I'm able to hit him in the air and then finish off that game and get a free win. Alright, so that is going to do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys are subscribed. Also, I just dropped a how to rank up fast video for OG Fortnite. Go check it out, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.